here we are. We got this 2018 Chevy Cruze in here again. What I'm going to do today is we are going to show you how to pull the entire headlight assembly and the front bumper accordingly. So obviously you see I got the whole thing. It's fitted perfectly. It's all back together and good, except I have an AC leak at the condenser, so I need to pull the bumper cover off anyway. Also, these headlights, we got these off of eBay. While they look great, they function absolutely horribly. So I'm going to see if we can't get these fixed. But lucky for anybody on YouTube trying to figure out how to do this, I'll be pulling it all apart so you can see how you do it. You don't need a lift for this. I actually did this on the ground. I think maybe I put it on ramps the first time. Me and the old guy hung it outside and I laid on the ground and got underneath and attached everything on the bottom. But it's gonna be way easier to show you and way easier for me to do on the lift. So let me get in the air. We're gonna start on the bottom side. I'll show you what to take off to get this bumper cover off and we'll go from there. All right, here we are underneath the car. So step number one of getting this whole front bumper off is you can go about this one or two ways. So what I'm gonna do is there are 4 7mm bolts across this back plastic piece here. I'm gonna pull all 4 of these out. So that way this whole thing just rides with the bumper. You can release it up here on the front side, which should also be 7s. I've replaced it with Torx bits, and these ones were a little jank, so I have a 10mm nut and a bolt. I happen to know this Torx is a little stripped, so instead of trying to fight that, I'm just gonna run it as one unit. But you can separate it at either place. So no matter which location you separate it, either at the rear or at the front here, you need to come up in this little hole in the center. There's a 7mm screw here, and it runs to this bracket that runs up and mounts to like your core support. I'm not sure if you can see that in there, but yeah, this bracket in that hole. So that 7mm is right here dead center in this little cutout hole, and both units are attached to it. So no matter which way you go, you gotta get the 7s out right here. So I'm gonna pull these other 7s and then we'll go to the next spot. I did a poor job here, but there should also be a 7mm located here at this corner holding the bumper. And there's a closeout piece that's missing on both sides of this car. It's kind of worthless, so we didn't bother getting it a new ones, but it will have 7mm obviously going through here and here, and probably some other like push pin or something up here on this bumper. So you get all these 7mm out of the bottom as well. Once those are removed, both of my sides look like this. I forgot to put these ones in, so these would have been a little flappy. I would have been back in here if we started driving this thing. But now you're gonna move over to the wheel liner, and now you should have little T10 or 15 Torxes. I can't remember, but I'll tell you once I grab it. You're gonna have 2 of these that go up and secure the wheel liner to the bumper cover. So you're gonna remove every one of these you find in this wheel well that run down this side from this split up here down. And it should just be 2. So they are indeed T15s. So both T15s are removed. The next step, you can see I've lowered the car down some. You're gonna pull this wheel liner back, and then this joint up here, if you look closely, right on the top is a 7mm right here running vertically down. So we're gonna stick either a wrench or a ratchet up in here. We're gonna pull this 7mm on both sides. Now that we are topside, we are down to the final 4 fasteners. We have 4 more T15s holding the upper grill to its bracket. So we are going to take these puppies out, and there are no more screws left. Now, a good thing to note at this point is that this is an LS model, so it just has the plugs and the fog light holes. If you have fog lights, you're going to have to reach up behind there and unplug those before the bumper actually comes off. But yeah, let's get these 4 T15s out, and then I'll show you the best chance you got of pulling this puppy off of here. So I got the 4 T15s out, and every screw is out of this front end. Again, if you have an up package, you'll definitely have the fog lights you have to unplug. They should be easily to access underneath. Once you get behind that plastic, just unplug them. I'm not sure if they have like the front facing camera on the Cruzes at all, but you might. But if that's the case, then whenever you pull this bumper back a little bit, you just hold it in place and then reach behind and unplug that. Now, I'm gonna pull this thing right now. You notice it's not falling off. This is your first time ever pulling a bumper. That's because all the way down this headlight and at this fender here are plastic tabs that click into a retainer. Unfortunately, it's always risky taking these things off. They literally put it in the guide. You have to do it to change radiators or anything like that on this car. But those tabs, they will tear sometimes, and so there's not a lot you can do. You can just best practice it basically. If you have a second person, that's ideal. The old guy was supposed to be here helping me, Mr. GM himself, but he's done what he does often and has lollygagged off to Sonic, and it's been hours, so who knows when he'll show up. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do this myself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start over here. You see this little tab on the headlight, we'll pull this up, and we'll make sure the grill is free on both sides there. Cool. So this front end is ready to slide. I'm gonna start at this corner. I'll set the camera over here so hopefully you can see me. And what you're gonna want to do is pull this wheel arm forward and get your hand in here and kind of put some pressure rearward of the car while you pull this out from the clips. And that's typically the best practice you can get to try and save the clips. And you see, if you come look here now, bring the camera over. Now a single one of these tabs tore. So that's a huge win. So now, because I'm by myself, I'll set the camera over here, but when I get this other side free, and you'll notice this lip here goes right up in this little groove on these headlights and clips into these little clips, so it came out nice and easy. Oh god. Yeah, see, this is why having two people is great. So one person can hold one side, one person can do the other, and you can take it off as a tandem, but I'll be all right. This ain't the first time I've done this. So I'll set this camera over here, and you can see me get this side. So what I'll do on this side is I'm gonna start to release it, and then when I do, since I'm by myself, as it goes, I'm gonna try and reach over and grab the grill. Hopefully I just don't throw this freshly painted bumper on the ground. That's kind of the thought. I actually nailed it. I'm gonna hold it over here as I go, and allow myself to, got it. Look at that. Look at that. Now the whole thing should just pull away carefully. Wham, bam, donezo. I'm gonna do the driver's side one. This one is the one I need to get out. This adjuster doesn't work at all since we got them. We ordered these puppies off of eBay, man. They were cheap. They looked like they were going to be decent quality. What did I say? I'm happy with the aesthetics for sure, but the quality of the lighting, which is the most important thing when it comes to headlights, these are just hammered dog doo-doo, man. They changed the bulbs from stock to some other weird ones, so they don't even take the stock bulbs. So that was, you got to figure that out. These take like H11s and H1s whenever I think it's supposed to be H12s or something, like the normal like click-in kinds. The retainers that hold these ones down, because they're like the plates, they weren't very tight. We had to flex them to get them tighter so they could hold the bulbs in place. But needless to say, if you're going aftermarket with like maybe some like fogged ones, or you have a foggy one you need to replace, or a cracked one, whatever, you now have a 7mm up top here, a 7mm over here, and one down here on the side. You pull those 3 7mm, and then this puppy will slide out frontwards like this carefully. All right, here we are. All 3 7mm are out. So I'm gonna set the camera over here again. I'm gonna let you watch me. I'm just gonna grab it and gently, be very gentle and careful, sliding it out from the fender. This is a Chevy Cruze after all. Those fenders are weak. So the connector on the back has a red tab on it. You push it rearwards, you squeeze, and you pull. It should come right off, hopefully. There we go. Cut that off. But that's that. Headlights out. And I don't think there's much more we can cover here. So whenever you put it back together, you just gently slide the headlight back in, 7mm, and then just carefully insert your bumper. Whenever you do the bumper on the reinstall, right, you want to get everything lined up and fitted up front, and then come around and then click each corner in individually. Do not start by clicking the corners in. Start by hanging it, getting the front screws in, getting the bottom, make sure you check the bottom and it all lines up, and then you click the sides in and secure everything on the sides. Otherwise, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. If the video helped you, hit the thumbs up button so more people will see it. If you want to see more repair videos or any other crazy things we're doing, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, thanks for watching.